Guess I left those back there. Gotta do the synchronized, guys. You know, back when we did tons of moto vlogs back in the day, that's how we always synchronized. We would just clap in each other's face. Like if we did a dual vlog, we clap. Let me guess, I need gas? I didn't fill up last time I rode. I'd be surprised if I didn't. It's not saying we need it. I don't get it. How come like when I put on gloves, it's like all of a sudden my fingers become autistic? It's like, nah, dude, we don't know what you want to do. Fantastical. We're off to do some, how you say, some riding. We're going to have a great fun. I'm going to come. Get up, you piece of shit. By the way, Dooley's being a truck. Very cool, Kanye. Oh, welcome back, sluts and foreheads. How are you doing today? It's your boy, Do It With Dildo, back at it again with one of these moto vlog things. I told you guys, I'm gonna try to stay consistent, and guess what? It's starting to crack into spring. We're at the end of February, going into March, and the weather is getting oh, nice. It's almost as if I was one of them real boys. No, man, the fucking weather's back to being nice. I'm trying to ride my bike more. Now, we'll go into that in a second, because we got some big shit. I got some big shit coming for you guys. I think you guys will be really excited about it. First and foremost, I'll be getting rid of this bike. I'm gonna sell this bike. I don't know if this is the final ride. I don't know if this is before. I don't know the process of how this is gonna go, but I am looking to sell this bike pretty quick, because I got another bike coming. Well, it's already here. It's already at WOW. I gotta go pick it up, as well as the Magna. So I'll have 2 motorcycles. I feel like I don't need 3. I'm kind of like trying to cut down on some of my bullshit. I don't feel like I need a bunch of motorcycles anymore. Like I'll have 2 motorcycles, a fast motorcycle and a fun motorcycle, but I'll have like my kind of sporty bike, and then I'll have my cruiser. I don't even know if I should tell you guys that much information about it, but whatever. Some of you guys are gonna have seen it coming from a mile away. Some of you guys are gonna be like, oh wow, I can't believe he did that. So we'll see how that goes. But man, I got some big stuff coming. I'm working with WOW again. I'm pretty excited about that. I want to do more. You remember my old reviews? Where I would do reviews on motorcycles that they had. I kind of want to bring that back. I really miss doing those, and they've got a ton of cool bikes now. I mean, they always have cool bikes coming in and out, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited to fucking be riding that bike. I think it's gonna provide a lot of different style content, as well as having the Magna back up and running. So we'll have 2 bikes on the channel going back and forth. The Gixxer, it was fun while I had it, but you know, I just never really fell in love with it, and I completed it, which is crazy. Like, it's so weird to say that I completed a build, because I usually don't, but like, I'm done with the bike. I feel like I've done everything that I've wanted to do with the bike, and I'm ready to move on to something different. But I kind of feel, I just been feeling like I need to thin my shit a little bit. I talked about this briefly in another video that I'm editing right now. I just feel like I've got too many irons in the fire. It's been like that for a couple of years now, and I'm kind of tired of it. I really just want to focus on the 2 or 3 things that I'd like to work on. So I'm thinking about selling the Scion 2. I don't drive it, you know. It was a fun project to kind of do some stuff on, but it's really not my thing. Like, it's a neat car. I've enjoyed having it. I've been treating it like a truck, because the dually hasn't been around, but now the dually's around. While it's not registered at this moment in time, I have been using it, so that's cool, right? Like I said, a lot of cool changes are coming. I usually don't talk this far out ahead, but I got some cool shit I think you guys are gonna really enjoy. And right now, you know, I'm on the way to the shop. I got a couple of orders I need to finish cutting. I got like 10 pieces that I just missed them, I guess. So after getting started back from the Christmas vacation, starting back up was complicated. Our whole system changed. We use a system for like point of sales, and that whole shit changed. But our whole system kind of changed, so there's been issues finding pieces and small shit. So that's what I'm on the way to do. I'm on the way to finish knocking out some pieces that I missed completely. So if you're waiting on your order, that's why. But man, outside of just fucking working and trying to get all the builds finished and up and running and shit, I've been investing all of my time into this one game. You may have heard of it, Helldivers 2. It's been a minute since I have literally obsessed about a video game like that, and it's been nice because you guys know that, like, I love gaming. That's like always been my favorite thing to do. So having a game that I can like grind with my friends like that again, I'm talking about like We sunk in like 80 hours into it immediately, you know. I'm a level like 30 almost. We got everything unlocked. We've been blowing shit up. It's so much fucking fun. If you guys aren't familiar with the game, it's like a propaganda video game. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like if you ever seen the movie Starship Troopers, it's very similar to that. Like, I'm doing my part, but you're also killing like waves of hordes of bugs. But it's all like propaganda based. Like, you're doing it for the greater good. You're fighting these robots and aliens because they want to destroy your way of life. You know, I like to think that I'm a pretty solid free thinker. You know, I'm not a bootlicker. I feel as though that I'm anti-establishment, you know, a libertarian, maybe more libertarian. So I think I'm immune to propaganda, but then I'll see like an A-10 Warthog do a strafing run on some unnamed village in the middle of nowhere, and I'm like, hell yeah, brother. That's what my tax dollars are going for. About to show a bunch of people why we don't have free healthcare, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, brother. But dude, I've been sinking so much time into that game. It's like when I get done with work, I'm in that game, man. And I've been streaming a lot on Twitch. It's been a lot of fun. That and like housework, dude. I'm a fucking adult. I've got a mortgage and shit. I have to take care of my house. I'm not talking any shit, but Laura backed up into the garage. It didn't open. She didn't hear it. Backed up into the garage door and beefed it up pretty good like. So I had to replace a garage door. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, dude, I can do that. You know, famous last words. So, like, I watched some YouTube videos and I replaced the fuck out of that garage door, man. It was actually really simple. When we first moved in the house, we were renting. We own it now, but we were renting when we first moved in. The HOA got up our asses about one of the garage doors being dented. So the people we were renting from, or the company we were renting from, sent somebody else and replaced the first garage door, right? It'd been like that since we moved in. Or maybe Laura booped that with the Ram. I can't remember. I am gonna miss that sound. This bike has a very particular sound. But they sent this like crackhead out to replace it. He replaced it himself in like 2 hours. And I remember thinking to myself, I was like, well, fuck, if this guy can do it, your boy DOITWITHDAN can figure it out. And I could. I overthought the fuck out of it. I did too much research and let it get in my head. And then I was like, oh, dude, this is fucking easy. You just replace the door. It's that simple, forehead. So it's just been a ton of work, man. I mean, I've been taking my time off. Don't get me wrong. Dude, just work and video games. That's it. I've been trying to use my 360 camera a little bit more. It just ran out of room because I forgot to clear that SD card because I'm fucking stupid. I think it'd be really cool to put that 360 camera on the back of the dually and do that third person angle that everyone does except with that big ass truck. Oh man, I think that'd be cool. That's on my list of cool things to do. That's bitchin'. Purple flames on a yellow S10, huh? I fuck with it. I respect the drip. Unrelated to what we were just talking. Speaking of cool cars, man, I got the Corvette is done. I'm very excited. Dude, what we did with that car is so fucking absurd. Infinite wraps killed the wrap job. The wheels that were sent out by Variant Wheels are fucking perfect, dude. I genuinely think, and this is no offense to my homies that have C8s as well, I genuinely think it is the best looking C8 ever. Right now, I'm talking with the owner of C7 Carbon a good bit. They're working on their wide body. It's a Z06 style wide body for the C8. And they want me to do that too. He wants me to showcase it. I'm a little bit nervous. I do want to do it, but that makes like all the sweet carbon fiber we just put on it obsolete. It won't fit. The only thing that'll stay is the wing. It'll look like a Z06 though, so that'd be kind of cool. It might be helpful when I add power to it, when I eventually add boost and shit. I'd like to do that. I gotta sell a lot more license plate frames for that shit to happen though, you know what I'm saying? Put a big old supercharger or turbo on it. Make her go real fast. But even then, man, the car is so perfect. Believe it or not, that is the most fun car that I've ever owned. It's the nicest car that I've ever owned. And it's kind of like similar feeling to like when I had other cars is the way I feel about the Gixxer, right? You guys know I had the R35 for a short period of time. I did not like that car. I bought it because everyone has that as their dream car at one point or another. And it wasn't for me, man. It wasn't for me. I'm not saying it's a bad car, it just wasn't my jam. And like the Z01, I love the Z01. There was a lot of amazing things about the Z01 when I had it. I like the manual, I like the supercharged. It's just so raw, man. That car was so much fun, it was so raw. But then, like, the C8, bro, it's just so perfect. It's so fucking refined for a GM car. And I want to make that, I'm not saying it's no Ferrari or no Lamborghini, but that thing is just so fucking, chef's kiss on the asshole, perfect. I love that car, man. I mean, just muy bien, or whatever the fucking Italians say. All right, let's go do some work, man. This is a short day for me. I'm only missing about 10 items or so, give or take, and that should be easy. My shop still smells like old gas from the Magna. Holy shit, man. I gotta clean up. All right, that went pretty well, actually. It only took me about 2 hours to get those 10 pieces done, but that was from start to finish. All right, time to get home before it rains. I mean, it might rain. I've also been watching a show. It's a show called Resident Alien, about an alien that crash lands on Earth and then kills this dude and assumes his identity. It's actually fucking hilarious. I just finished season 1. There's 3 seasons. Laura has almost finished season 2. She's like halfway through season 2. We don't always watch shows together. We do watch one show together that drops today. It's Drive to Survive. If you guys are into Formula 1, both Laura and I watch Drive to Survive and like the highlights of the races. We very rarely catch a live race because I don't feel like subscribing for all that stuff. You know, it's like, how many fucking subscriptions do I need? You got Disney, you got Hulu, you got Netflix, you got Paramount, Peacock, and fucking I pay for YouTube Premium. Bunch of garbage, man. It's basically just cable. But thankfully, Drive to Survive is more like team-based. It's more about like the drama that goes on between the teams. So I'm excited. We're gonna binge some episodes, play some Halo when I get home. That's kind of my shit. But man, that Resident Alien show, dude, I've been laughing my ass off at that show. It's always something funny and different. Every single episode, I don't know how they do it. That was a dick move. I saw what you did. Well, guys, I think that's gonna be it for my video today. I'm trying to keep consistent in this crazy world. As always, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, big girl. How you doing, big bitch?